Now let us consider the question of inheritance. In Yajurveda it is stated, women are without energy, they should not get a share in wealth. Chapter 9 verse 104 of the Manusmriti says, brothers should divide the ancestral wealth. In chapter 9 verse 105 of the same book it is stated, Jeshta evadu grihniyat pitriyam dhanam asheshada sheshastu ubajiveyor yathaiva pidaram tada. If a person dies, his entire wealth should be taken by the eldest son, and all the other brothers should depend on the eldest son. In Yajurveda it is mentioned, women code says that the women are without energy. They should not get a share in property. Even to the wicked they speak in feeble manner. Neither the Manusmriti nor the other so-called sacred books of the Hindus have granted women the right to inherit wealth. The Hindu woman got the legal right to inherit wealth only in 1956, when the Hindu Succession Act was promulgated by the Indian Parliament. In chapter 21 verse 16 of the book of Deuteronomy in Bible it is stated, and if he decides to divide his substance among his sons, he may not make his born son of the beloved and prefer him before the son of the hated. The above verse is silent about the right of women to inherit. In chapter 21 verse 8 of the book entitled Numbers in the Bible it is written, tell the people of Israel that if a man dies without leaving a son, his daughters are to inherit his properties. That means if sons are alive, daughters cannot inherit. The right to inherit wealth that had been denied to Christian women by the Bible was granted to them in India. Only in 1986, as per the judgment in the famous Mary Roy case, in which the Supreme Court of India declared that Christian women have the right to inherit their ancestral wealth. At the same time, the glorious Quran, which is accused by critics as a scripture that denies all rights to women, proclaims emphatically in verse 7 of chapter 4, لِرِجَالِ نَصِيبٌ مِمَّا تَرَكَ الْوَالِدَانِ وَالْأَقْرَبُونَ وَلِلنِّسَاءِ نَصِيبٌ مِمَّا تَرَكَ الْوَالِدَانِ وَالْأَقْرَبُونَ. Man has got a share in the wealth left by parents as well as close relatives. Similarly, a woman has a right to a share in the wealth left by parents as well as close relatives. Islam allows a daughter to inherit a share of the wealth from her parents, a sister to inherit from the wealth belonging to her brothers and sisters, a wife has the right to inherit the wealth left by her husband, and so on. The above right to inherit wealth was granted to women by Islam at a time when no other religion or system had granted her the right to inherit wealth. Still, critics allege that Islam does not grant any right to women. In short, the Muslim woman is entitled to own a lot of wealth and money even before her marriage. She can inherit property, wealth and money. She can earn by her own effort, and she is entitled to get gifts and wealth from her husband at the time of marriage. At the same time, she has no obligation to spend the money for her husband, children, parents, or close relatives. Moreover, it is the duty of her husband or brothers or male relatives to provide for her. Which other religion or ideology has granted women rights which are in any way similar to those provided by Islam?